Call to order the Greenwood Redevelopment Commission on this, the 8th day of August of 2023. May I have a roll call, please?
Here.
Mr. Hoover.
Here.
Mr. Hopper.
Here.
Mr. Harris.
Present.
Mr. Campbell. Is muted and.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay. And non-voting advisor, Mr. Zabrowski.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. We do have a quorum. Mr. Campbell is here for the record virtually. So, is there a motion to approve our minutes from our July 11th meeting?
So motion.
Motion by Mr. Harris.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hoover. Any corrections, deletions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Moe.
Aye.
Mr. Hoover.
Aye.
Mr. Harris.
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Abstain.
Mr. Campbell.
Here, all right.
For this.
Minutes are approved 4-0 with one abstention. No new business, old business. No old business here. Capital project report. Bristol Road Sports Complex, special purchase of video equipment and installation services for PRS wireless. Phase 1 safety. The board is yours,
There we go. Yeah, so we introduced this last month for its first reading. It's over $100,000. What you see here is a kind of indicative image that shows the level of coverage they used to plan out for these new security systems, and it shows you the area that we are covering. The green is lines of sight to the cameras. And this is the system that the city has adopted, and Center Road Schools uses, and some other partners. We would recommend this just because we do expect there to be a lot of visitors, a lot of users, and this helps really make the park a safe, inviting place to play. So the amount on the agreement with ERS, who's the provider of the, let's call it the video security system, the Admiral, or however it's pronounced, is
On page 10, I see 130,377.88.
there you go, yes. That's correct.
This would be paid from the Bristol Road too.
That would be the plan, yes.
Any questions for Kevin?
Kevin, am I remembering correctly that this was an amount that was going to be divided among groups, or am I thinking of something else for some reason?
No, I believe the Parks Department is paying for additional parts of this equipment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the RDC
Correct.
share.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had in our original budget around $100,000 placeholder for it. We're trying to stay close to that. There's more being spent by the Parks Department on this system, but it's a much more robust system than what we had historically.
Totally unrelated to this, but I've driven by a couple times. Things look great. Do we have an idea when we might be open for business out there?
Yeah, Rob's got probably an exact day and time.
We do not have an exact date, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it's a great.
It is coming along. You can start to tell
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. You can see the maintenance facility on the end and the two main buildings in between the two wagon wheels. You can see the grass coming in. When the turf goes down, it will really start to come together.
Great. Questions for Kevin? Just the motion to approve. Second by Mr. Harris. Any questions or comments from commission members? Hearing none, roll call.
Mr. Hoover.
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Harris.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Moon.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion is approved 5-0. Next up, purchase of a gateway structure from Bomar Industries.
Yeah, so, this will be your primary, gateway, pedestrian gateway, I should say. I don't know why it has a little split in it, Rob's looking. Did yeah, some sort of, but this will be your primary pedestrian, gateway into the, baseball, softball, side of the sports park. Remember, there's also, splash pad and playground and, mixed sport, we'll call it multi-sport playing field. But worked on this with Bomar, it's located here in Indianapolis, and the Parks Department and whatnot to provide a kind of a hallmark entry point for folks coming in. And plays off the pennant flags and nice blue there, very emblematic of the Cubs, who are the hottest team in baseball right now. Had a rough series.
You get the Tigers logo pretty cheap, probably.
Yes. Anyways, it is a dark blue though, it isn't. Yeah, so and the total on this was $46,275 to be installed by Bomar with the metalwork and the gateway and provides some placemaking there. That's an entry to that 40-acre complex. They have a lot of work still roads in.
Questions, comments for Kevin? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that one.
Oh, is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Harrison, sir. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Hoover.
Aye.
Mr. Moon.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris.
Aye.
Motion approved 5-0.
And just for the record, the split in the middle of the screen was probably my error when I was redacting something off the page. My mouse just got a little wild.
Omar is interesting, they, just a record there, out of Indianapolis, one of their owners lives, in Johnson County, and they just did, roundabout in Franklin, a tree structure. You saw that?
Oh, yeah,
By their
by the
school.
high school?
Yeah, so they can do all sorts of kind of custom metal placements.
All right, next up, monthly financial report.
Now I have Greg or Adam.
Okay,
Got no reports.
anybody want to talk about the FedEx incentive claim?
I can talk
Oh,
about
Adam is there. Maybe he's trying to talk.
No.
Says he's not muted, but maybe he's out of
Laura?
connection. No, they're both on. It's Laura and Adam. And Adam's not.
No, we cannot hear you. Adam, you keep talking and we'll come back to you.
Let's see.
We'll have Mr. Watson go on the FedEx.
Yeah, you may remember that a couple years ago, we approved a incentive agreement with FedEx. And what that ultimately provided was a split of a little over $500,000 to be split into two payments, provided they, of course, satisfy their incentive requirements. You know, just looking for the invoice itself. I thought that, yes, there we go. Second. Yeah.
Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hey, that was so weird. I'm so sorry about that. Is it still on that item, or did you move on the agenda?
Can you give us 1 second to get through this?
Yeah, take your time.
Yep.
All right, well, and Adam is involved with this. He's been overseeing this incentive project for the Redevelopment Commission. But the second payment would be $282,015. The first payment was paid last year. They've submitted their required certifications and reviewed those. They look in order, and be my understanding that Adam would recommend
I'll move that we approve the claim as presented.
Motion for Mr. Hoover, second for Mr. Moan.
Just a question real quick for Adam. So Adam, you're good with this payment? Is that right?
Yes, I am. And we've reviewed it. We had your council review it as well. There was the original amount of the incentive of $564,030. This is the second installment. It fully exhausts the RDC's incentive to this project in lieu of the abatement. And just a bit of a refresher, there were two performance criteria. One had to do with investment. That was the first payout. They met those requirements. And this payout had to do with the actual job attainment, and those were accomplished. So from our perspective, we do feel that the claim is merited.
And for the record, what they were required to obtain in the way of employment was at least 100 full-time employees with an average salary of at least $54,600 per year, or $26.25 per hour plus benefits, and part-time employees equal to at least an additional 400 full-time equivalent employees with an average part-time wage of at least $14.70 per hour.
Perfect. Thank you.
Anything else? Roll call, please.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Hoover.
Aye.
Mr. Moan.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell.
Aye.
Motion is approved 5-0. All right, Adam, the floor is yours, sir.
Yep. As far as the monthly financial, the one item we would add is the year-to-date TIF revenues are in there, and your updated link, all the current year activities up there as well. So unless there's any specific questions, either on the monthly financials or regarding the FedEx claim, I have nothing further.
Any questions for Adam? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Department reports, Mr. Hodson. Anything?
No.
Okay. Mr. Watson.
I would just report that this ties into the FedEx incentive project, that they have a annual report requirement. They have provided that. I believe it's part of your SharePoint documents. I've reviewed that and compared it to the project requirements for their annual report. I found it satisfactory. You're not required to take any action, but I wanted to at least make you aware that that has been received. Have it on the record.
We don't have Mr. Wright, but anybody have anything? Okay. All right, Mr. St. John.
Good afternoon. Excuse me. I have 3 items on the agenda for you tonight. They're all related to the roundabouts along Smith Valley Road at A. Rick Woodman. We've acquired additional right-of-way at these locations. The first one is parcel 6. It's in the southeast corner of the intersection that's shown on your screen. We're acquiring $1,350 of right-of-way, split into 2 different payments to the 2 property owners. I mean, this prepared the list off the sheet for you, and I'll answer any questions you might have.
Sweet. I don't know, I probably asked this before. Can we just approve these all at one time, or do we want to take them?
You can if you want.
We just want to take them all at once.
I'll move that we approve all of the payment right-of-way acquisitions for the roundabout stage.
And it'd probably be good to specifically identify those just for the record.
Parcel 6, parcel 5, parcel 3.
Smith Valley Road, A. Rick Road, parcel 6, and Smith Valley Road, Woodman Boulevard, parcel 3. Parcel 5, Smith Valley Road.
Yep. So Mr. Hoover, the motion, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Campbell. Unrelated,
Oh, you got another.
yeah, there was another one.
We haven't voted on that. Yeah, okay.
Can we get a map at some point of the parcels that we are acquiring, where we're at on each one, just to spin acquire if we still have more to go? That sort of thing. Thanks. Okay, any questions for Mr. St. John on that? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moon.
Motion approved 5-0 to approve all three right-of-way acquisitions. Anything from the mayor's office today? Thank you. Is there a motion to approve our claims docket in the amount of $7,562,998.34?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions, comments? Hearing none, roll call.
Mr. Moon.
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Hoover.
Aye.
Mr. Harris.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion approved 5-0. Anybody else in the room or on the interwebs have any issues for us? Questions, comments? All right, hearing none, we'll stand adjourned.